Our next guest is a visionary technologist who's breaking barriers in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cloud innovation. She's the CEO of Aridian Technologies and founding CEO of ICE Innovations. With over 20 years of experience and a PhD in data science, please welcome Sarah Choudhary, a leader who's redefining what's possible for the future of business and tech. Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time today to be on our show. Sarah, I'm very excited to talk to you about you and your company and your insight. There's some really interesting, I guess, focus that you have that's a little bit different than some of the people that's out there saying losing jobs and the AI crisis, and you have a different view of it. Tell us a little bit about what you and your company does.
Okay, thank you. Thanks first for having me. And my name is Sarah Choudhary. I'm a tech strategist. I am founder, author, and also a problem solver. I have spent over 20 years building solutions that don't just move the data, but also move people. Whether it's through my company ICE, which is a ride-hailing platform, or iChef, which brings healthy home-cooked meal to America's doorstep, or my nonprofit focused on the education awareness. What I created is what I wish I existed. My mission is simple: to design systems that empower, protect, and awaken potential, especially for those in the world that overlook.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So you got a lot of things that's going on. So now, Sarah, you describe yourself as someone who's breaking boundaries and delivers a transformative solution. Can you give us a real world example of where you've turned a limitation into a breakthrough?
Yes, so I have learned that what limits you today is what defines your legacy tomorrow, if you dare to flip the narratives. When I announced my company ICE, which is a ride hailing platform, people started saying that market is saturated and the giants are untouchable, but domination doesn't mean satisfaction. I saw what other ignores. For example, women feel unsafe during the driving, drivers feeling underpaid, and riders even feel unseen. So instead of trying to fit in, I ask a different question. What if we redefine mobility not just as a transportation, but as a trust, dignity, and choice? Therefore, ICE is born. It's not just an app, it's basically a trust based mobility network where both drivers and riders can feel empowered, respected, and safe. The model turned users into advocates and destruction into purpose. So at the same time, I'm in prep to launch iChef, which is a home cooked meal delivery platform created with a very simple but powerful mission: make America healthy again. In the world of ultra processed takeout, iChef connects people with the local chefs preparing real nutrition food from their homes. It's just not a food business, it's a movement for better living, giving working families access to the healthcare, health conscious meals while uplifting home based cooks as well, like especially women with new income streams. So yes, I break the boundaries not just in code or markets, but in culture, mindsets, and opportunity. And when we leave that from that place with empathy and vision, we don't just create the apps; we create the answers.
That's a good way to look at it. And, it's true. There is,
Mhm.
a gap in
Yeah.
even whether it's cultural or if it's a different, language that people are, like the Latin culture and the Latin language is underserviced. And of course, there's a plethora of other immigrants that have come to the United States that's
Mhm.
underserved. So you're right. There's always a little more to be carved. You can't just get everybody and satisfy everybody. So yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Okay.
Now, as the CEO of Adriana Technologies and IC Innovations, how are you using AI and cloud technologies to redefine what's possible for your clients?
So I have believed that technology should amplify human potential, not replace it. At both Aridian Technologies and ICE Innovations, we used AI and cloud not just as a flashy tools, but as a invisible engines of progress that simplify the decision makings, speed up the outcomes, and put power back into the hands of real people out there. ICE, for example, AI help match riders and drivers, not just by distance, but by patterns of trust, preferences, and community ratings. Because a ride is more than just a route; it's a human interaction. Our cloud native kind of an infrastructure, we are able to scale instantly, deploy updates securely, and also give our team real-time access to performance data so we can evolve faster and stay responsive to user needs as a human. So at Aridian, our focus is helping companies from utilities to logistics streamline their most potential bottlenecks. We design systems that detect issues before even they occur, automate the repetitive reporting, and offer some instant insights instead of delayed analysis. Our goal is simple: cut the noise, surface what matters, and let leaders lead. And here is something that I want public to hear as well, deserve to hear actually. AI is not here to eliminate the jobs. It's here to eliminate the friction. The people who learn how to work with AI will outperform for sure. They will outpace and uh, outlast and then those who don't, because we don't here build the tools to replace people. We build tools to make sure every person can do their job better with more clarity, creativity, and confidence. So redefining what's possible is not about building machines that think, it's just about building systems that understand, adapt, and respect the people using them. And that's the future we are engineering: practical, inclusive, and deeply human.
Yeah, I think that's a really great way to look at it. Is that you're right? There are going to be certain jobs that are just replaced. AI is just going to do it better. I mean, that's out there, but AI still needs human intervention, human oversight to make things happen. But the reality is that AI is not going to eliminate you. You can eliminate yourself. I've
Yeah,
seen
I know.
engineers that
No.
are just incredibly intelligent people, but they can barely use their computer or their phone. I'm like, how is that even possible? But you're right. If you're not keeping up with technology, I mean, like even before, if you don't know how to
Mm,
use a computer, you're not keeping up with the bare minimum of what technology is in the world today. And AI is now, I feel, is probably one of those fundamental basics that you're going to have to use. It's in everything, how it's going. And really, it's not AI that's maybe eliminating you. You're eliminating yourself because you're not keeping up with technology. So I think that's a
that's true.
great way to look at it. So, Sarah, many companies struggle with complexity.
Mhm.
What's your approach to simplify technology so it's actually it empowers and is scalable for business growth?
So my philosophy is very simple here. If people can't understand the technology, they won't use it. As you mentioned, like a lot of engineers, they have phones and everything, but they don't much use it. And if they don't use it, it's not innovation at all. It's clutter. I have worked with many companies that running in dashboards, different kind of apps, and even software subscriptions. Yet no one knows what's working. Complexity is, yeah,
Yes,
seriously, complexity
you're
is
right.
it is the one of the biggest silent killer of growth.
Yeah,
And how I start looking into that and what approach I have put over there, my approach is start with the outcome. Like, what decisions are you trying to make faster today? What processes are there to wasting time and money? Then, based on the answers and analysis, we build backward from clarity. One unified view, one smart automation, and one click to insights. Whether it's optimizing the task flows in Aridian or driver dashboards in ICE, I focus on designing around people, not systems. So, and simplicity does not mean like it's just like go through the basic things. It's mean like more efficient and empowering. When you walk into a in the pilot cockpit, it's a complex under the hood,
right.
but if you see pilot, but the thing is that the pilot need to see and he need to understand what matters to fly. That's how business tech should feel: smart, focused, and actionable. But here's a what often overlooked: simplifying technology is not just about removing the fear. Many leaders, especially women and small business owners, feel they are not technical enough to grow. So I build tools like they talk their language, respect their time, and give them control without needing a data science kind of a degree. Because growth should not depend on how tech savvy you are, it should depends how bold are you willing to adopt it? So yes, I simplify complexity, but not to make tech smaller, but I simplify to the businesses can dream bigger, understand, act faster, and scale smarter without losing any of the humanity.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's one of the things that, goes back again. You can eliminate yourself
Yeah.
out of a career or a job just by not educating. And then education doesn't have to be going out and getting every degree possible, but still educating yourself in technology and in different ways. And certification and degrees obviously give you credibility in what you're doing.
Sure.
But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, no matter what, you have to keep growing. You have to keep
Mhm.
educating. You have to keep learning. That's in every aspects of life
Sure.
anyway. So
Yeah.
Sarah, we have one more minute left. Last question.
Mhm.
With a PhD in data science and over 2 decades of experience, what's the emerging tech trend you believe business leaders can't afford to ignore now, and why?
So I will go back into the same thing in AI because this is the biggest strength business leader can afford to ignore. But how it will be, it is a human aligned AI, not just AI that automates a task, but the AI that understands the context, protects your fairness and your business fairness as well, and enhance the decision making without replacing human values. I think we have reached a point where data is everywhere. It's a goal of today, but clarity is rare, and it's a world full of noise. Leaders who adopt AI to cut through complexity and surface what truly matters will definitely win. But here is the shift: the company that succeeded won't just be more automated, they will be more kind of like a responsibility intelligent as well. Consumer already start asking, can I trust this brand with my data? Does this product respect my time and my choice? Or so whether you are running a startup or a Fortune 500, you need AI that transparent, ethical, accountable, which I say responsible as well, because when it's turned into the when trust turns into loyalty and loyalty turns into longevity basically. And here's the most of people miss: the shift is not just about being technical, it's about being cultural as well. It's need to be fit in your culture. It's about just like kind of like making smarter decision faster, but also making those decisions more inclusive, more empathetical, and aligned with the real world human experience. So I still tell business leader to don't chase hype, chase the alignment with your business and your work. And the future is not about like who build the smartest system, but it's about like who build the system people actually want to use. And that's what the real competitive edges lives
Uh,
nowadays.
yeah, I like it. Don't believe the hype. That's right. Works what best for you, and not what the hype is. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Sarah, we got to go. I thank you so much for your time and your insight.
Mhm.
And if our audience wants to get in contact with you, you said you want to do your LinkedIn, so
Sure.
we'll have that QR code right under you so they can reach out to you. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll have you on show again.
Thank you. I really appreciate for your time and value as well. Thanks.
Thank you.